Welcome back, everybody. This is the thejonnymar, and I am continuing with Leon A's scenario of Resident Evil 2. So as you can see, we are currently in the Raccoon City Police Department, and we are about to find out exactly what was outside of this window. At least in our last episode. I assume it's going to play a little bit of a role here in the very near future. They're not just going to show something like that and not follow through with it. That would not be a survival horror game to do something. Okay, that's an interesting camera angle. Do you hear something dripping? Okay, so we have a little switch here we can use, except we don't have a cord to activate it. We have a poor policeman whose head has been taken off. And we have a door that is locked, and we need a spade key to open. And there's our dripping sound coming from up there. Oh dear God, it's Carnage. And I'm just gonna run by him, and I'm gonna skip that herb. Yeah, so that was what was in the window before. Oh man, I think it's so freaky. That is called a liquor. Or at least that's what it's called by the policemen, and we're gonna go in this little room here. And that thing is bad news. You do not want to take that on with just a handgun. You want something a little bit more powerful than that. Oh man, I could really use a soda right now. Unfortunately, we can't get any. Look at that flag. It's not exactly hung the correct way, is it? This is like an operation room, kinda. Although, very weird operation room. And there's a oil painting here. Title is A Sacrifice to the Hellfire. So luckily, Leon starts with a lighter. Claire actually starts with a lockpick because she's a master of unlocking. And by using our lighter, we actually get a special item, which is the red jewel. There's actually 2 of these in the game. So 1 down, 1 to go. And don't forget to pick up the handgun bullets over here. Yeah, we got a nice amount so far. That will change very quickly. And there's one more thing in this area, and that is a report over here, so let's check that out. This talks a little bit about the fact that this place was attacked by zombies, of course, which is unusual. You know, usually in a zombie apocalypse type movie or game or something like that, the people in the actual movie or game don't really know anything about them, and it seems like the people in this game actually did know what a zombie is. So, you know, that's kind of not the norm. But we find out that the chief of police, Chief Irons, is kind of acting a little unusually. So he had all of the ammunition of the police department moved to various caches around the station. Which seems kind of weird. So now they're trying to locate and actually find so they can use these different ammunition supplies. But unfortunately, while they're trying to do that, they're continuously being attacked by zombies. And an unknown creature. Oh man. That sounds like what we just took on. Carnage. And that's where we find out they're called liquors. Yeah, you want to have a shotgun, at least, before you take those on. They will shrug off handgun bullets and take you out. Let's head back out into the hallway here. We are very close to our first save room in the game. Hear that glass crunching there? That's a nice little effect. But to get to it, we're going to have to take out a couple of zombies through this door. You'll notice that this game, unlike the first one, actually has a nice variety of zombies. So we have male zombies. We have female zombies. They're not just all researchers in research lab coats or just the generic ones. Seems like the police station just had a lot of people randomly walking around for some reason. But they ended up in these hallways. I'm not sure if that's a standard practice in a police station. Just to have people of the public walking around. Store is locked by a diamond. We got one more guy hanging out there. Is this guy dead? Yeah. So yeah, you have to be careful, otherwise they'll grab your foot and bite on you. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but usually you can shoot them when they're down. That'll get them to get up a little bit quicker. And once they bleed out like that, that's the sign that they're finally dead, as opposed to just undead. So we'll grab a couple herbs here, and then we'll head into the first save room of the game. I don't consider that room we started in to be a save room because it doesn't have the typewriter actually inside the room. After we get the nice music, we can grab some more bullets here. There's a wonderful chest over here we can use, and then also there's another report. So this talks again about the fact that zombies are overrunning the police station. Now David has unfortunately been taken out. Now what's interesting about this save room is that there's actually a locker in here that can only be opened by a special key. And there's only one particular way you can get that special key that I have already messed up or prevented myself from doing in this playthrough. And that is because I want this to be a walkthrough, and so I want people to have the most ammo that they possibly can in order to take on the enemies. Because there's a lot of things to kill in this game. Thank you, Elliot. So to get the special key to open the locker, what you need to do is during the opening of the game, when you're coming to the police station, you have to not pick up any items at all. No armor. Well, armor. There is no armor in the game. No weapons, nothing. And there's a dark room over here we can actually develop film in, which is a special little thing. So let's run up to the locker here. It'll tell you need the special key. What I'm gonna do is do that off camera, and I'll show you what happens when you actually succeed at that task. And I will meet you guys outside after replaying the opening and doing that. So see you in a bit. So I've redone the opening and I have not picked up anything, and I've barely made it to the police station. And what you'll see is the zombies in this courtyard area are actually gone. And the special thing that happens is down these steps over here, you'll actually find a new super zombie. And that is Brad, the helicopter pilot from the first game. So he takes a lot to kill, so what I'm going to do is head inside and get some ammo. And then I will come back out here, and I'll take him on and kill him. So again, I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I went inside to that first little counter area and grabbed the bullets. Because you actually get 30 handgun bullets. And don't worry about Brad disappearing, he's here. Now he moves a little bit faster, as you can see. Something scratched his back there. And one of these strategies for fighting him is to try to deke him into lunging at you, which is a one-hit kill. So what you have to do is face him and slowly back up. But he doesn't do it very often, so chances are what's going to happen is he's just going to bite you, so you might just want to take him out with bullets. And the only bad thing about doing that is it takes a lot of bullets to beat him. About 15 or so bullets, so he's not cooperating, so let's take him out. 7, 10. Good lord. What am I at? 13? Jeez. This is why it's not really worth it. Is he dead? Finally. It was like 17. And now we get the special key. Alright, so now I'm back in the save room with the special key, and I'll show you what you can actually get. So you can do this with either Leon or Claire, and with Leon you have 2 outfits you can use that are alternate costumes. Let's change clothes and look at one of them. With Claire, she has 1 outfit, and then she also gets a new gun, which is kind of an Old West style gun. So one of the outfits for Leon is this weird Stone Cold Steve Austin-like jacket. And then, as you can see, he holds his gun a little bit differently. Sideways. And he will actually shoot a little bit faster, so there is a little bit of an advantage to wearing a alternate costume in that sense. But Claire gets a special Old West style gun that shoots quite quicker and is a little bit stronger. And then this is his other alternate outfit. Very weird. Wearing an RPD hat and then this kind of tank top. You'll kind of notice he has underarm hair. It's kind of not unusual, but weird that they put that in the game. But I'm going to change back, and then I will meet you guys back here on my regular file. So we are back, and we're going to continue onward. So you can feel free to actually get those alternate costumes if you want. As I said, it kind of puts you in a bad position of being low on ammo, and you really don't get anything out of it except that alternate costume. So we're just going to go ahead with Leon's regular Raccoon Police Department uniform. Alright, so up here, classic Resident Evil, we're going to have to take on another puzzle, because we can't go through this door. You notice the statue. We want that red jewel up there, and of course we can't just jump up there and grab it. Oh no. We have to put the gaze of the moon and the sun on this statue. So that means these other little statues here, we have to push them and put them on those little pressure plates. And there is no way to speed up your pushing animation, so you just have to do it at regular speed. And if you mess up, you can always exit the room and come back in. But let's slowly push these statues. There we go, we got one. And now let's push the other. It's kind of, you know, annoying that you have to do these type of puzzles, but it's a little endearing too to the old Resident Evil games because basically this is part of the charm, having to do these kind of dumb puzzles. Thank you, statue, for dropping that jewel. So let's pick it up. As you can see, I put the other stuff in my box down in the save room. Alright, let's head through this door, and now we're going to take on some more zombies, except this time, they're not just random members of the public. They're actually police officers that apparently were all bit in the right shoulder. As you can see. Or maybe in the right leg. Yeah, so you have some variety in the zombie models, but obviously there's still a lot of... Jeez, these guys are closing in on me. Similarities as well. Are you dead, buddy? I don't think he's dead. Now he's dead. Alright, so in here is the STARS office, as you can see. But we'll head around the corner here. Look at this. Apparently someone was handcuffed to that pipe there. Gotta wonder who that was. But obviously they got free. So let's head into the STARS room. There's a couple items in here we're gonna grab, especially one key item that's going to let us advance in the game. And we finally get a new weapon, and that is the shotgun. Oh, baby. About time. Now we got some stopping power. So instead of just our usual little pea shooter handgun, which uses 9mm rounds, now we actually have a shotgun that can take out enemies, especially zombies, in one shot. And you can still use the old shoot 'em in the head strategy from the first game. That works very well with zombies. 12 gauge rounds. We will be using that when necessary, and especially against our liquor friends. Now over here, we have a first aid spray. If you want the best rating in the game, you want to avoid using first aid sprays. I don't care about ratings, so it doesn't really bother me. That is Rebecca Chambers' desk. And over here we have Jill's desk, as you'll notice from the beret. And we have a guitar back here, and a coat. And a diary, which indicates that it's Chris's desk. What we find out is that basically no one believed them when they came back from the mansion. So they've decided to continue to track Umbrella, which has ultimately taken them to, I believe, Europe, which is where some of the later games in the series are. And the key thing about this is there's a special item underneath this diary that we need, and that is the unicorn medal. So in my next episode, we will use that unicorn medal, and we will continue with the game, which will actually allow us to access more of the police station. G-Virus. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think Claire's going to be happy to find that out, Chris. So as always, viewers, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all next time. So long.